Weak desires bring weak results, just as a small amount of fire brings a small amount of heat. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound, rebuild the plans, and set sail once more towards your coveted goal. Do not wait, the time will never be just right. Start where you stand, and work whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. When your desires are strong enough, you will appear to possess superhuman powers to achieve. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. You may be hurt if you love too much, but you will live in misery if you love too little. The man who does more than he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Our only limitations are those we set up in our own minds. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. More gold has been mined from the mind of men than the earth itself. A goal is a dream with a deadline. We refuse to believe that which we don't understand. Cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprint of your ultimate achievements. Wise men, when in doubt whether to speak or to keep quiet, give themselves the benefit of the doubt, and remain silent. Hold a picture of yourself long and steadily enough in your mind's eye, and you will be drawn toward it. If you must speak ill of others, do not speak it. Put your foot upon the neck of the fear of criticism by reaching a decision not to worry about what other people think, do, or say. Perhaps we should learn, as we pass through this age, that the other self is more powerful than the physical self we see when we look into a mirror. There are no limitations to the mind except those that we acknowledge. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. Those who succeed in an outstanding way seldom do so before the age of 40. More often, they do not strike their real pace until they are well beyond the age of 50. Tell the world what you intend to do, but first show it. This is the equivalent of saying deeds, and not words, are what count most. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. A genius is simply one who has taken full possession of his own mind and directed it toward objectives of his own choosing, without permitting outside influences to discourage or mislead him. If you are not learning while you're earning, you are cheating yourself out of the better portion of your compensation. Any ideas, plan, or purpose may be placed in the mind through repetition of thought. Remember that it is not the lawyer who knows the most law, but the one who best prepares his case, who wins. If you must speak ill of others, do not speak it, write it in the sand near the water's edge. First comes thought, then organization of that thought, into ideas and plans, then transformation of those plans into reality. The beginning, as you will observe, is in your imagination. Remember that your dominating thoughts attract, through a definite law of nature, by the shortest and most convenient route, their physical counterpart. Be careful what your thoughts dwell upon. You become what you think about. Desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen pulsating desire which transcends everything. Most great people have attained their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. If you believe yourself unfortunate because you have loved and lost, perish the thought. One who has loved truly can never lose entirely. Awake, arise, and assert yourself, you dreamers of the world. Your star is now in ascendancy. Most so-called failures are only temporary defeats. Fears are nothing more than a state of mind. Effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve regardless of how many times you may have failed in the past or how lofty your aims and hopes may be. The only limitation is that which one sets up in one's own mind. Every man is what he is, because of the dominating thoughts which he permits to occupy his mind. There is no substitute for persistence. The person who makes persistence his watchword discovers that old man failure finally becomes tired and makes his departure. Failure cannot cope with persistence. Success in life depends upon happiness, and happiness is found in no other way than through service that is rendered in a spirit of love. Both success and failure are largely the result of habit. Opportunity, it often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. That is one of the tricks of opportunity. It has a sly habit of slipping in by the back door, and often it comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. Perhaps this is why so many fail to recognize opportunity.